got section 6.1 on page 83. This is equations, but in context, as you can see, we've got some shapes, a couple of angles, and so, you know, instead of working out simple equations like in question 1 with no storyline behind them, we jump straight into question 2. That's question 2 right there, and it says set up and solve an equation to find the value of x in the diagram. Okay, well, you should know that all this around here comes to 360 degrees, so here's a simple equation. 100 plus the 70 plus the 65 plus the mystery x all comes to 360 degrees. Adding up this little lot, I've got a calculator, so we've got 170 plus 65, so I've got 235 plus mystery x all comes to 360. Again, take the 235 next door and subtract. Just using the machine again, we've got ourselves 125 degrees. X is 125 degrees. That's rated at grade E. Now, next one I presume is also grade E. Let's call it F. Well, D perhaps. We're told two angles in a parallelogram are 2x plus 40, that one, and 3x. And we're told to find the value of x if the angles are opposite each other. So that's situation A and that's situation B on this side. Well, if it's a parallelogram, then that's parallel to that, and that's parallel to that, which means that the opposite angles are equal. So, simple equation, we've got 3x equals 2x plus 40. Bring the 2x's over to the left hand side. We have 3x minus 2x leaves us with 40 degrees. So x is 40. Very simple. Dead easy, isn't it? Right. Now, if the angles are next to each other, if you understand corresponding alternate angles, if that's parallel to that and that's parallel to that, as you can see, the 3x there is exactly the same as the 3x there because they are corresponding angles. I'll write that in for you. That means I've got all this coming to 180 degrees. It's all on a straight line. So I've got 3x plus 2x plus 40 all comes to 180. So 5x plus 40 comes to 180. Taking the 40 next one, subtracting and changing to yellow. We've got 5x equals 180, take away the 40. So 5x comes to 140 degrees. Finish it off a bit. So the x is going to be 140 all over 5. Better. Pick up the hardware. So 140 over 5 comes to 28 degrees. So x is 28 degrees in that situation, but 40 degrees in that situation. And that's question 2 and 3 done. Just turning over the page and seeing what we've got left on here. Right. I'm looking at question 7 there and question 8. So that's what I got on the other side. No, actually I've got another one. I've got the last 3 problem solving type questions. So if I write down the questions here, this is actually question 6, that's question 7, and that's question 8. So we're on page 84, still part of section 6.1. I'll take them one at a time. So dealing with question 6 right here. Simone thinks of a number and doubles it, then subtracts 3. The answer is 7. Use x to represent her number. Okay, so she thinks of a number, she doubles it, she times it by 2, then she subtracts 3, and that comes to 7. Well, let's just solve it quickly. Minus 3 next door, add it. So 2x equals 10, from which x becomes 5. She thought of the number 5. So I wrote down an equation and I solved it. There we go. So I did A and B together. Right, question 7. Put it over here. It says the diagram shows 3 angles on a straight line. Again, as before, all this comes to 180 degrees. So write down an equation. Let's get a mark, shall we? So I've got 50 plus 2x plus 20 plus 40 all comes to 180 degrees. Simplifying slightly, 2x is plus 50, 20, 40, 70. That's going to be 110. Comes to 180. So 2x is going to be 180 take away the 110, so 2x is going to be 70, well a single x is going to be 70 divided by 2, 35 degrees. Quick check, 70, yes, fine, no problem. Got it. Now question 8 will try and fit over here, hopefully. It says use the diagram to write down an equation in Z. Well, let's study it. I've got a rectangle because that's 5 and that's 5. It looks like a rectangle anyway. And I'm told that Z minus 6 across the top has got to be the same as 8 because it's a rectangle. So straight away, simple equation, Z take away 6 equals 8 because opposite sides are the same in a rectangle. So Z's going to be 8 plus the 6. So Z comes to 14. That was really easy. I think I'll stop there because that's section 6.1 done. I've done the problem solving questions. They're really easy. Going back a page, have a quick look where we come from. Yeah, based on 360s over there, based on equal angles there, based on 180s. So that's a quick review of what we've just done. So I'll stop there and prepare for 6.2.